Okay, here we go.
Here we go again.
Our second ride.
Yeah, at our Volcano weekend.
Yeah, our Volcano weekend. This is down in the
That was a
lava
nice
desert. It's nice down there.
Yeah, it was a really nice ride. Barely any cars. What we like. We kind of paranoid
right.
of cars because we
They're
around cars every day.
every day, and they're a little scary when they drive.
You know, we see people every day. Just what happens out there. So we're a little paranoid on our bikes because we see people riding their bikes.
And
So,
cars get a little crazy.
Yeah, and we like this kind of where you don't have anybody out there.
That's right. You don't have any stress, and
We can just ride and relax.
we're leaving
and
from a
enjoy.
little like a hiker's campground.
Yeah,
We thought about camping there, but it's a little. It's more of a somewhere if you're going to be doing a lot of these hiking out
Yeah.
here in these long trails. But it's kind of neat to go down there.
well, you told me this is where we're camping next time.
Well, I
That's
wanted to
what you
camp
said,
there, but
yeah.
I hadn't really been like 20 years down this road, or a long time. So
And I
I
said,
think
oh my
we-
goodness, it's,
the other campground's by the highway, and so you hear some noise. But I think we would stay up there because this one, there's not much around it.
there's nothing out there.
Nothing.
There's not even an emergency call. You
No.
can't check your emails. Nothing. That would be
No.
rough for me.
In real life, there's a couple places where you have signal, but it's SOS on your phone most of the time,
Yeah.
and even past that, it's that symbol. I don't even remember what it was where you don't even have SOS. So you're out there when you're on this road. You just got to
Yeah.
realize that. And but it's so neat. It's like prehistoric.
Yeah, it looks totally prehistoric.
Just a little bit of a
And if it's, even when it rains out there, it's even more,
prehistoric.
yeah, because it gets all misty looking out there. We always luckily out there when it's nice and sunny.
Yeah, it
It
is.
was a little cooler because it's a high elevation, so we were kind of chilly, just like on our last ride, but we got used to it. There we go.
There we go. You get up that little hill, and it is
Still no car.
still no cars. There's a lot of hiking trails.
Yeah, that's why, well, but there should be some people going back there because
There-
isn't that a
yeah.
scenic drive?
Well, we
going?
did see one tent at the campground where we parked,
Yeah.
but no people or cars. It was back in, we didn't see anybody, but
It just surprises me because it's such a beautiful ride going out there.
it is. And people like that. Though they like the lava tube and the big name spots.
But doesn't that end up somewhere? Where does this end
This
up
ends
to?
up at a lookout, I found out, if we had SOS, because I didn't bring the map.
Yeah,
But it comes right back. This doesn't go through to anywhere, but it goes
Yeah.
to a lookout.
yeah,
And it was so long ago that I drove to the end of this, I couldn't quite remember
yeah.
exactly what it did, whether it went back into the, and we're making rice,
Yeah.
that's our rice maker, but anyway.
Yeah.
We're doing this right now, and
Yeah.
that's the way it goes.
Yeah, making dinner at the same time. But yeah, it's a nice, next time we have to go to the end
We're
of
gonna
this
go to
road.
the end, because it's a slight downhill too,
Yeah.
and we also didn't want to get too far down.
Steve
then
is
realize-
worried that his battery dies and he has to push it
I
back.
don't
I'm just joking.
Uh,
Even our bikes, you really have to pedal. It's not like it's an easy ride.
No,
You
but
know,
it's a
it
nice
helps
ride.
us,
It
but
helps.
makes
I
it
like the,
enjoyable.
it makes it enjoyable, so you're not like, oh, we gotta struggle up this hill. You can
Yeah.
give it a little extra power and still
Yeah.
ride, cruise, and it feels really good.
That's the time when I had issues with my bike too.
Yeah, the Camden sensor, that's kind of why we didn't go to the,
That's one reason
All
I
the
forgot
way
about
out.
that, yeah, because it's fixed now. I don't even remember how bad it was riding
Yeah.
my bike that day. I mean, it was still fun riding it, but I would lose my power every so often.
yeah.
Right when I had like the most fun.
Yeah, but it was just intermittent, not
Yeah.
all the time. That's what was hard to,
Yeah, it would happen
How did-
mostly when you were going uphill. Of
Uphill
course,
when you
would
weren't spinning fast
I
enough.
would totally lose my whole power, and my bike is heavy. So at this point, when you're in eighth gear, I always have my
Yeah.
bike in eighth gear for some reason, but I do, and it's really hard to ride a heavy bike like this in eighth gear going slightly uphill.
uphill. But it's,
But it would come back after you start pedaling for a while. All of a
Oh.
sudden, it would kick in again. But
It's
not, you had a little bit speed to it.
yeah, it didn't come in when it should.
Yeah, exactly. It's
And
kind
when
of
I
like
tried it,
explain.
it cut out just randomly and then went right back. But
But look at this view.
the view is just, I mean, it's so.
Still not one person out
No,
there.
it's so expansive, and You know, the terrain changes, so you're in kind of this brown lava desert, which is some older lava.
Oh, there's Steve.
There we go.
One person out
Yeah,
there.
and it's just a slight downhill right now, so it's going to be, you know,
Yeah.
not bad, but I think it's way down in these trees, way over there where it ends, and there's a lookout.
And what surprises me out there, you don't see many, I mean, I never noticed, I mean, I know they have a lot of birds there.
Yeah.
But out there, you don't see anything.
No, I think
Nothing.
we saw one bird, and this is where the nenes are, because
Yeah.
we're going to see their sign in a second. But
Yeah.
we didn't see a lot of birds, even though there's birds all over.
I know it's a kind of like a bird sanctuary too, isn't it?
It is. And
But
especially-
I have not seen anything. I mean, we see a lot of birds at home here, different varieties,
I
but
think, yeah, if you went and sat really quiet, you
Yeah,
might
I'm
see
sure.
more creatures around.
maybe I was just going too fast on my e-bike. I missed them all.
But then it changes, and you're, you know, looking
Yeah.
at suddenly you're in meadows and trees, and
Yeah,
you go from this stark lava kind of
Yeah,
place, and
it's
then you're
pretty
suddenly in this
amazing.
like idyllic meadows and trees, and
yeah, you're taking off on me, see?
I know we're kind of
I must have lost power again.
that slight downhill just kind of gets you going a
Yeah.
little. You know, you got to be careful you don't get going too fast.
Yeah.
But it's
Even
not.
so, you like going fast.
Yeah, and it's not a dramatic speed up.
No.
We're kind of checking it out. There's
Yeah.
better trees here, and
Looks like we're gonna go bike riding this weekend too.
I think so.
Yeah, we need to go for a ride on Sunday.
But look how neat it changes, and
Beautiful day out there.
brutal. Yeah, it's really nice. I don't know, maybe 70 at the
Yeah, maybe a little less.
maybe a little less.
Yeah. I know we had windbreakers on.
Yeah,
though. It's still a
windbreakers.
little chilly
A
though.
little chilly in long pants.
Yeah,
We had some extra warm gear because we weren't sure if it might rain or something, so
Yeah.
we had that with us just in case. And a
it
little
would be
bit of-
nice to have gloves on the rainy days up there because your hands do get cold.
Yeah, tip of your fingers get cold. You'd
Yeah.
like to have a little mitt or cover
Yeah.
up.
Just some, nothing really. I
That's-
mean, you have riding gloves on,
Yeah,
but
they
something
work
like
good.
covers up your fingers.
Especially at the higher elevations.
Yeah.
And then-
Are you speeding
yeah,
again?
I
Sue?
am, because that's what they actually have a speed bump out way out here to
Yeah.
slow you down.
Not much traffic out there,
No.
believe me. I mean, there's
No,
like,
there's
you know,
nothing, and it is a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit in
Yeah.
all these areas, so.
You've seen a couple tourists come through, but they didn't seem having too much fun. So how
No.
much longer does it go like this?
Yeah,
It's kind of boring.
it's,
We are just like, it's,
it's just, for us, it's just
amazing.
amazing. There's no telephone wires,
nothing, it's just,
just not, it's just expansive, and coming up, you can see down to the ocean coming up right over
Yeah.
here. That's a little fire hut. And then there is on the way up, you can see it, there is a little campground over there. And
yeah,
there's
I
some
couldn't see it.
restrooms. When we go next time, we're gonna
Yeah.
walk over to them, but I just saw the roof. And at first I thought maybe the road came the other way, but no, it's a little backpackers
Yeah,
campground down there.
there's still not a soul out there.
Not a soul, and the wind's kind of going through the big trees and the
Yeah.
meadows. And
That was a fun weekend we had up there.
Really
We always
fun.
get lucky with the weather too, last time too.
yeah, we didn't hit any heavy rain.
I mean, we've been at the same place a few times, just going to Volcano with family, and it would be downpouring.
Oh, just torrential downpour, and you kind of
Yeah,
go get underneath something.
and cold, because
And
it gets
cold.
really cold up there when it rains.
But we had an excellent day. Now we're kind of merged back into,
Yeah,
you go through so many climate zones.
desert land,
Yeah, back into the kind of the desert.
yeah,
It just stretches and stretches.
yeah,
Actually, if we went straight and went over the mountains, we'd almost
Yeah.
get back home
yeah, almost.
eventually. But
Eventually, yeah, long ways.
it's a long ways, and you're
Well, so
pretty
long the
far.
battery
up there.
lasts, we'd be
Yeah,
okay.
we didn't even use. We could have easily done down there.
Yeah.
We didn't use up hardly any of our battery really
No.
in the end. But it started going
Yeah,
downhill.
it's definitely going downhill now.
And we weren't quite sure, and I think it's not that much further. I think it's just in those thicker trees over to the
Yeah,
side,
We
but we
will next
slowed down
time.
here. And I think we're gonna go ahead and turn around. It was about 2,500 feet up.
didn't
off
we,
the ocean
we
floor.
lived higher before.
We have lived higher, and it's higher up where the hotel and everything is. I
Yeah.
think, well, I should have got that out at a couple other spots
Yeah.
to see what the difference
Because we
is.
lived at 3,000 feet before, and
It gets chilly,
yeah,
3,000.
Yeah, we were definitely
In the low
shock
50s in the morning. in
after
the
living
winter.
on.
Yeah, after living down right by the coast where it's
Yeah.
really hot.
Yeah, and then moving up to 3,000,
Yeah.
it's a big difference.
Yeah. But we wanted to stop and have a little water break.
Yeah.
And you can start having fun, but you really do need to stop and have
Yeah.
some water. And
Yeah, we noticed that we need to drink more water when we ride because we
Yeah.
just keep
you
going.
get going, and then and it's kind of dry down here in a
Yeah.
certain way.
And there's always a kind of little breeze going too.
Yeah, light breeze.
Yeah.
There we go. We're kind of just in the. It's nice you could stop in the road. We hadn't seen a soul at all once we got out on this road.
Didn't we see a couple of cars
we'll-
come through?
We
on
will on the. You'll see later the cars, and
It was on the way back.
it was on
that's
the
right.
way back because we're kind of deciding to turn around.
Yeah.
Just because the Canvas sensor was messing up a little again, but then it started working, and
Yeah. Well, we
We-
had issues with them, that's why we turned
Yeah.
back.
and we
didn't
also
know.
couldn't see on the map how far the road went because we were on SOS. Your phones didn't work. So.
Yeah,
And I left a little map back at the car. I didn't think we'd need it.
yeah,
But here we go. We're gonna
hit back.
keep
just
right, and we're
because
gonna
we
see how
don't know.
this hill is. You know, it's better part of valor just sometimes
Yeah.
to check things out. But here we go.
Well, my bike was definitely not in,
But then it gets just
was
for a
okay.
minute, and then it got going again. Then you're resuming like usual.
okay, you weren't riding my bike, and
Yeah.
it was, I'm glad it's fixed, that's for
Yeah, we
sure.
did end up fixing it in the end. But no, I rode it just to feel that. And it would just cut out. It wasn't if you weren't pedaling fast enough. It was.
Yeah, it's a heavy bike,
It is. Here's your handle grip. And
yeah.
see, I'm helping spin it for you because it kind of got in a weird position.
Yeah, we do quite a few stops before everything is the way we want
Yeah,
it.
sometimes we have to tinker around a bit and get this and that set
Get the
up.
lights going, we
Get
like
the
it better
lights
this way,
going.
this and that.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
But you want your handle grip to be comfortable.
Yeah,
There we go.
one more stop, and there we go.
But it's expansive. But it's easy going up the slight grade. There's
Yeah.
no, if you have even a bike, someone who's into biking can go up this easy too.
Yeah,
But on the e-bikes, it's pleasant, and you're still pedaling, but you're not straining, and
yeah, I think
going,
anybody can
damn, am I
ride
going to
there.
make it up this thing before my heart gives out or something? But
No, it's,
not really.
it's an easy ride.
It is an easy ride, and it's really nice, and just the way you go in the shadow and in and out of the sun. And
We could do it with a regular bike too.
You
if
could
we
do
had
it
to,
easily
yeah.
with a regular bike, and
Yeah.
people probably do every now and then.
But an e-bike is so much more fun.
The e-bike
say
is
it.
fun, especially a
Yeah.
little small folding one. I've never had more fun.
Yeah, they are so
I think
much
it's-
fun, those bikes.
Yeah, it's more fun than my bigger bikes ever were.
I can't wait to get my little rack on there.
Yeah,
and bring
we get a
our
little
Lola
rack.
with us.
Yeah.
It'll be so much fun.
I think we have to put it on front
Oh, in
because
the front, yeah,
our bikes are hard to get racks for the way they're designed,
yeah.
because they didn't design them with us.
But don't they make racks for the front too? I mean,
They do for the front, I think, is our only real option.
So you can actually put a rack in the front.
Yeah.
I've seen it on bikes before,
Mhm. There we
but
go.
weren't particular e-bikes, but
There's our
from
bumps.
growing up. Oh, don't go too fast.
No good,
Stevie.
there's our little red fire hut, and then if you look just to the right, you can just see the roof back. You could a little bit back there, but anyway, right off here to the right is where you can see the
I
roof.
missed it.
And then there's the trail with the little sign.
Okay,
I
I've seen
realized
that, I've seen
later,
the sign.
yeah, and that leads down, and that's a backpackers campground. I don't think you can't park and walk down there, but they still have a couple. That's why they have the speed bumps, because they don't want someone barreling along and getting
Yeah.
a backpacker who's, just kind of cruising with nothing around.
Yeah, I
And
was
sure
just
enough,
thinking there's another one, right?
yeah,
There's
there's
another
2 speed bumps here.
Wonder why they randomly just have 2 of them right there.
I think to slow people down,
Because it's going downhill.
because it's going downhill, and a lot of the backpacking trails cross along here.
Okay,
Like
makes
right
sense.
back there, 1 or 2 went, and coming up, several of them cross here, that I think they're all heading towards that backpackers campground.
There we go.
But, yeah, it's nice to see both directions, because look how neat it is out here. It's just,
Yeah, we enjoy these
oh
rides.
yeah, you're just cruising, you got grasses, a slight wind blowing.
Volcano Park is definitely a must in Hawaii.
It is. It's pretty neat to see. There's a lot. You know, if you're outdoorsy, if you just
Yeah.
want to go to the beach and drink Mai Tais, you might not enjoy it that much.
Yeah, but this is a nice, especially all the, not just this part, everything else
Yeah,
in the
'cause-
volcano.
Yeah, you can see
The
we're
lava tubes.
yeah, in lava. We're in the rainforest
The
1 minute. Oh, there went a
rainforest,
bird finally.
Yeah, there's a bird, yeah.
You're in the rainforest 1 minute, a lava desert. You could
Yeah.
take the other road all the way to the ocean. We're gonna trade bikes for a minute, just so I can feel her.
Just so you know how rough I have.
Yeah, how rough she has it, because you know it's hard when you're not. You're just describing it, cutting out.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And it's kind of hard to describe too.
It
what
is
I
a
was
hard
doing.
thing to describe, but it starts working again. But I could see it because it would just cut out when you're going like this, and it just did it. That's why I was messing with the controller. But yeah, I see. But we got it fixed, and we got 2 new sensors just in case of Murphy's Law,
Yeah,
and the tool.
be prepared for
Yeah,
next
the
time.
guy from eBikes over 60 recommended it. It's a really nice tool for $7. So we have everything ready just in case. So nothing will go wrong with them now that we have them.
That's the way it usually goes.
Yeah, a little Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
You can look on one side of the road, look, it's trees, and then the desert's on the other side. I call it the desert. I think they do classify that as a lava desert.
Yeah, lava desert. Because it's all lava.
Yeah. Then we're going again. Stop for another. Yeah, there it is. That's the canvas sensor. I had to learn what that was. I thought it was in the hub. I never really realized how it worked until
So we actually have
I had a problem and I had to figure it out. I go, oh, yeah.
But then mine was always kind of off when I first got it.
I think it was because you were always describing it
Yeah.
cutting out, but it wasn't your lights turning off. It was that canvas sensor
Yeah.
wasn't in the right position.
Because it wouldn't take
Yeah.
my,
Here, now it's
lights
working.
off.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now it's just going to leave me behind, see? I didn't have to really power to catch up because she gets a good clip going. Look at that. I mean,
You can just go and go.
you can just go and go. And
Don't see anybody again. We still haven't seen.
We haven't
We've
seen
been out there for an
anybody.
hour.
yeah, or
Riding
more. And then we were at the
around more.
campground a little while getting the bikes unfolded.
We just seen a tent.
A tent was often one of the
Yeah.
campsites.
I think on the way back we see somebody sitting out there.
We did.
And 2 other bike riders.
There was 2 bike riders when we came all the way back. They had like some specialized e-bikes, those
Yeah.
bigger ones. We didn't really talk to them. They were off at a little bit off at a table, so we
Yeah.
just waved and kept on our merry way. Even though we usually do accost people on occasion and
Yeah.
talk to them. But
We usually like talking to people out there because, most of them are just never been there before.
that's right. And people who go out to these areas are usually a little more pleasant than
Yeah.
some of the people that are just rushing in to get the checklists off and get
Yeah.
out. Like the ones that almost killed us on the other ride.
Last time we met the Japanese guy, we don't remember his name anymore,
No,
but
but
he
he
rode
was-
with us for a while.
Yeah, because we saw him riding way down in Tila in the town.
Yeah, in town,
And I
and
go, wow, look, that guy has a little bike like ours. And it wasn't exactly, but
yeah, wasn't
then-
an e-bike.
yeah, no. And then we get out on our ride in the evening, there he is. And
Yeah. And
we
he
start
rode with us,
talking to
yeah.
him. And he went down and stayed at this campground on that trip.
I would be scared by myself. I would never want
By
to camp
himself.
on there.
He
Maybe
wanted to be down there
I
on
don't
New
know.
Year's Eve or something, yeah. But we rode part of the way to it with him, not that far. But yeah, he was a really nice guy.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
adventuring.
And look at that, just a nice straight,
Yeah.
because it's kind of going uphill. You're going to see it's just a nice straight line. You just can cruise, and trees are going, and you can chat a little bit because there's not a lot of noise or
Should
anything.
have our walkie-talkies going.
Yeah, but we didn't really need them. A lot of people
I'm
like the
just
walkie-talkies.
It's too nice and peaceful out
Yeah.
there.
And
Could
then
enjoy it.
it is really peaceful in the meadows, and
Relaxing.
I just like the way it switches around. You almost think you're going to see like a saber-toothed tiger or a dinosaur, because
But
really
you don't see
you
nothing
don't see
actually.
anything, because it's very prehistoric looking out there in a certain way.
Yeah.
It's a pleasant. We've never ridden on this road. I'm glad we went down there this trip.
Yeah. There we go. I think we're almost getting back to that campground
We
soon.
almost are. You got a nice clip though. You get a nice clip on these bikes. I don't know. These are just 250 watts, so I don't know
Yeah.
if you really need these big motors, and I wouldn't want to go much faster. Kind of
No.
take away from.
We've seen some e-bikers last time, but I think they were in a tour group.
They were in a big tour group.
They were like, it was crazy the way they were riding too. So, I mean, we always kind of,
Yeah.
you know, like
Well,
we're in
there's-
traffic.
Yeah. Well, there's Mauna Loa. We're kind of on the
Yeah.
top of the hill. That's the parking
Yeah.
if you're going to be backpacking or hiking. And then, yeah, you can see Mauna Loa coming up. That's
Yeah,
the.
there's Mauna Loa right there.
Yeah, it's so
Right on.
big. Yeah, it's so massive.
It's big, it's hard to get it
In the view, because
Yeah.
it is so big.
There
That's
it is, right in front.
the largest landmass on the planet when they measure it from
Yeah.
the ocean.
Well, right there's.
Right there, that's
Yeah,
it. You can see it, big clouds.
Kind of see it wherever you go, kind of.
Yeah.
It just depends, you know, if it's covered up by
That's right.
clouds.
It's a very dominant. And we have, this is the little downhill that we rode up, but that's kind of fun.
We actually see Mauna Loa every morning when we go to work.
We
If
do,
go- if we go
from the
south.
other side.
Yeah, from the other, totally, yeah.
Yeah. And then here you can see the cliff is a pressure lava flow that's black. You can probably look on the map and know when that one happened. Because this is obviously an older lava flow, and then
Yeah.
that's a newer, and now we're coming up on the campground again where we initially started. But I think we're having too much fun. I think we're going to go down the road that we drove in on a little while too. Because there's really not a place to park at the beginning of the road.
Yeah, but didn't we drive, yeah, we drove in. with
We
the
drove
car.
in and left the car there and
Yeah.
unloaded.
That's right, we don't road all the way back to the
Yeah,
house.
we wanted to ride this route because we hadn't ridden that much. And
Yeah.
now your bike was working good, so we decided to show this, do this route too. The other half of it anyway. Because it kind of changes. It's a little bit different than the other one. Do a little water stop. We like to
Yeah.
do our water stops rather than drink while we
Yeah,
are moving. Get a little stretch and
I'm not that sturdy.
you're pretty sturdy.
Yeah, there's a lot of rocks and gravel laying around.
Yeah,
everywhere,
there
too,
is.
So you gotta be,
So there we are, we're back on. We're gonna set up, we're gonna race right now. We're gonna get all lined up and see if we can race right down this road.
we're not racing.
No, we're not racing, we're just getting
You
going
wouldn't be
again.
able to keep up.
I wouldn't. Uta has a good pedal. She doesn't even shift that much. She keeps an 8 and just gets moving and that's it.
Yeah, I just, 7 or 8. There, sometimes I use lower gears, but not very often.
Look how high the clouds and the sky's so blue. It's
Yes.
pretty night. We'll see what's down. Up here it gets a little more foresty. And there's much higher grasses. It kind of has a whole different look to it. But you can see why we wanted to ride some more.
So where's the campground now? I'm trying to
Behind
remember.
us.
Behind us,
That's
okay.
where the campground is.
Okay,
So we'll ride down this ways and then go back to it. It'd be nice if you could park and start at this road, but there's really not much parking there. And cars drive by, not that anyone's, whoa,
oh,
hang on,
oh,
slow
there's
down.
traffic.
I had to slow him down. He didn't really want to slow down or stop or pull. He would have just clipped us off the road.
Yeah, first car,
The first car, and he just refused to.
yeah.
I
He
was
kept
kinda
flying, he was going fast
he
too.
was going
I mean,
fast.
I mean,
Probably 40 or 50, and
Yeah.
it's a one-lane road.
15.
Yeah, luckily I put my hand up and got him to slow down. 'Cause I don't even think he would have pulled over. He might have just clipped us and run us off
Yeah.
the road.
He was going fast.
Oh my God, e-bikers out here.
Yeah, he was,
They must be after us.
there we go.
All right, so we're cruising on again. A little excitement. That's the first other people we really didn't even see. They just zipped by us.
Yeah, we've seen a couple more
We'll
cars on this
we'll
way.
see a little more action down in this way. But we're going to head down in these trees. It's a nice forest down there.
There we go. Going downhill again, speeding up. I can
Yep,
tell.
and then look how big the grasses get. It suddenly changes again, and you're kind of more in a
It
forest.
just kind of
and-
blows me away how it changes. from
Like
one thing to the
instantly.
next. Oh, our rice is done.
It is, if you can hear that. But we've been trying to do this for a long time, so we're committed. But it is neat down here. It's like now you're in the meadows, and I don't know what you'd expect to see down here.
You just never know.
You just never know. And on one side you kind of have the hill of the newer lava, but it also has trees on it, so it's been around a little while.
Yeah, it's old, really old.
Really
lava.
old. And when you look at the map, it gives you like the 1870s flows and the 1970s flows, because there's a variety of them that all intersect in these areas.
Where's our map?
Well, okay, another one. Well, this guy's hauling ass.
Whoa.
I actually stopped him. He asked me if there was a wreck up ahead.
What?
I was nice to him, yeah, because I stopped him. I said, oh no, I told him there's lots of bikes and a lot of hikers, so it's best to drive slow. That's what I said. I didn't want to say, Jesus, dude, you're barreling down a one-way road like a maniac. But,
They just wanted to get out of there.
they just
actually.
want to get out, and yeah, I had to stop that car.
Yeah.
Those are both rentals.
So you told them there's a lot of hikers?
I kind of, well, there was those other bikes back there, so I didn't necessarily lie. But I
Yeah.
told them there's lots of hikers, even though we didn't see any.
Yeah.
And I told them there's lots of bikes on the road, so this is a nice slow driving road, is what I
Yeah.
said. I guess I don't know if he got the hint. We didn't see
People
him.
get bored quickly.
They get
We don't
bored,
get bored
yeah,
up
and
there.
they start putting on the hammer, and here's some,
Are we
but-
there yet? No.
yeah, but now here's some normal people. These are people that, I think they live here. The truck could be a rental, I don't know, but look, they pulled over, we slowed down, everyone waves.
Yeah.
And then these guys pull over, and
Yeah, everybody's.
see how easy it is if you're courteous, and they gave us the
Nobody
shock,
gets
and
hurt,
we
yeah.
all waved at them. and
Yeah,
That's the way you do it. It's not even a hard thing to do.
it isn't.
It isn't.
Everybody's safe.
Everyone's safe. But we ended up seeing a few people, and 2 danger cars, 2 courteous cars.
Yeah.
But look down here, look at the trees. They get so much bigger, and the grasses are high, like this in the shadows when you go
Yeah.
in and out of them. Really good.
There you are again.
Look at those trees. So now we've been in, just today we've been in forest, meadows, lava desert. Yesterday we were all through the rainforests. And
The rainforest. I love it. I love
I
it.
like the rainforest ride too.
It's just all the flowers and plants and everything. This
Yeah.
is fun too. It's just a little bit warmer.
It's warmer,
The
so it's a lot
rainforest is
different.
amazing.
Yeah, it is. But look at this, how nice this is. The grasses get like 6 feet, and there's so many trees, and now we're,
Different worlds.
yeah, we're gonna turn around here and ride back to the camp, but thanks for coming on the ride, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we had
And
fun.
There we are, we
Lovely.
finished, that's the little campground.
Taking a short break
We're
and
gonna
then
take a
loading
break,
up.
and then we're gonna load up and fold them up and head back, and next ride we'll go to the end, too.
Yes, Steve has those bikes down folding.
Yeah,